Hello and welcome to a SkaredCast demo video. Today we're here with Vince at SkaredGamesALot. Say hello, Vince.
Hey there.
He is SkaredGamesALot. And we are previewing and demoing the Star Wars Legion tabletop battle game. We have two armies, 800 points of Imperials versus 800 points of dirty scum. So sit back as we go through how to play the game. Let's begin. We find ourselves on the blasted landscape of the deserts of Tatooine, and the Imperial Forces, led by none other than Darth Vader himself, are hunting down the rebel renegade, the scum, Luke Skywalker. So this is the battlefield. Cover does have an import. So we've got a couple of ruins, a couple of barricades, river, some craters, all that stuff, and you'll get to see how this all works. So let's look at the Imperial Forces and the Rebel Forces. We'll explain a little bit about the game, but I'm looking forward to rolling some dice. Now, Star Wars Legion is played on a 3-foot by 6-foot battlefield. You're playing on a 6x4 here, but it gives you a nice amount of space to put all your cards down and stuff like that as you are playing. Let's see the armies. Okay, so here we have two 800-point forces. Well, they're like 790 some points each. And Vince is going to explain the army composition. It's a very straightforward army composition with a commander, some troops, and some support units. Now, it is important to note these two armies are essentially two of the main battle box sets, just the starter sets, two of them, with a purchased speeder and a purchased ATST. And there's still models left over. So the average game is 800 points, and essentially you can get this whole setup with less than $400 Canadian. So
300.
Yeah, it's about 300 and some bucks, which means that if you split it with a friend for as easy as like 160 to 180 bucks, you essentially have two full armies ready to rock and roll. Okay, so Vince, take it away. Let's look at the Imperials.
Okay, so anyone who's familiar with X-Wing will see that the cards are very X-Wing-y, in that you have your basic troop card and then you can upgrade. So for the Imperials, we have an ATST with an extra battle cannon. Now, these models all come detachable, so you actually get all the weapons you can, and you can just pop them off and pop them on as you need them, and they come with all the weapons you need. So we have an ATST, we have Darth Vader, and he has a lightsaber throw and a force, and he has the force reflexes, which means he can dodge incoming shots, and of course use his lightsaber to deflect shots that come in back to the original source. We have a unit of stormtroopers with an upgraded DLT-19 stormtrooper, which is basically a blaster cannon, and an extra stormtrooper. Another unit with a stormtrooper, an extra stormtrooper, and a basically missile launcher. Stormtrooper regular unit is 4 figures, but this makes it 5 and 6 for more survivability. We have a stormtrooper unit with an extra figure for 5, and then we just have a stormtrooper unit of 4. And finishing it off, we have the 74Z speeder bikes from Endor. We've brought them in today into Tatooine because they're so cool.
They are. The scout reconnaissance.
Okay, and then for the Rebels, we have the Snow Speeder painted in a beautiful brown because it's not on Hoth. And it has Wedge Antilles at the helm with a rear blaster. I didn't want to put the harpoon on it because the blaster is cooler. We have Luke coming in with a Jedi mind trick and also force reflexes. We have two units of troopers with a heavy Gatling gun. We have one unit with an extra trooper and another unit with an extra trooper. And rounding it off, we have two AT-RTs, one with a las cannon for anti-vehicle and one with a Gatling cannon for anti-infantry. So they have one more unit than the Imperials, but everybody knows the Rebels aren't as good as the awesome shots of the Imperials.
Yeah, because you're an Imperial through and through.
Imperials are the good guys. Darth Vader is just misunderstood.
He is he? So another cool thing, each unit comes with a cool little token. Now these are important throughout the game, so make sure you don't lose these. But essentially, when you're issuing orders and to keep track of what unit you activate, and we'll start that. So we've got our armies assembled. We have a table ready to fight on. We have everything we need from the starter sets. We've got our movement templates. We've got counters, wound counters, dodge counters, damage counters, suppression counters. We also have all the objectives we need. A turn counter, the dice. So these are defensive dice, the square ones. These are attacking dice. White is worse than red. So white is worse than black. That is worse than red. So, in terms of odds. Then we have our mission cards, and we have our decks. Now these decks are strategy. The game and each turn is based around these cool decks. We have one for Darth Vader and one for Luke Skywalker, as well as the rule set. You can find the rules for free online. Check the links down below as you explore the Star Wars universe with us as well. So, first things first, we're going to go through how to set up a mission, and then we're going to set up the table. Okay, so we're going to keep the mission very simple for this first game. We'll have 5 objectives on the board. So 1 on the bridge, 2 in this general area of the battlefield, and then 2 in this area of the battlefield as well. So a squad leader, which is the squad leader from each unit of troopers, can move up and grab it and can then pull it back with them. At the end of the game, the side with most objectives will win. We're going to play basic deployment, which is a fringe up the sides, a range.
One range. From the edge
These
of
are
the
our
circle.
range bands here. So one range is about 6 inches long up the side. And the way this deploys is the Imperials, we'll each deploy 1 unit at a time, and we'll go back and forth until the entire armies are deployed. So how we determine that is we're going to let Vince go first because he's older than me.
Actually, Rebels have less points. So the less point gets to be the blue team, and they will get to start.
Okay.
And actually, why don't we set up and everything, and then we'll come back to the video when we've set up?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that. We'll come back up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we have deployed our forces. So back and forth. The rebel deployment sees the speeder on the side of the battlefield, sees a Gatling cannon rebel squad holding up the flank, the last cannon walker staring down at the ATST, 2 units of rebel troopers with an extra man, Luke Skywalker right in the middle, as well as the Gatling cannon walker on this flank and another Gatling cannon unit of rebels pushing up the flank here. The Imperials have countered with a rocket launcher, 2 speeders and Darth Vader, the ATST, and then 2 units of stormtroopers back there, as well as 1 unit of stormtroopers hiding behind this wall. So now what we do is it's the start of turn 1, and we have 7 cards in our deck. We have 1 card, and each card has a certain number of pips. So standing orders is one that's in every deck, and then and it's got 4 pips. We have 2 that have 3 pips in them. We have 2 that have 2 pips on them, and then we have 2 that have 1 pip on them. Now, the way this works is Vince is going to pick a card, and I am going to pick a card. So what's going to happen is we're going to see which card has the lowest pip, and that's the person that gets to activate a unit first. And each card will have a variety of different things that you want to get done. So if you really need to move a unit before your opponent, you want to use a low pip card, but they usually have a crazy ability. Now, as soon as you used one of these, it has to get discarded. You cannot pick it for the rest of the game. The only one that you can use over and over is a standing orders, which just kind of like a generic thing that you can use. Now, all these pips, after you've picked and it says, say, Luke Skywalker in 2 units, you can put these order tokens on Luke Skywalker and say 2 units within 3 range of him. And then they can be activated at any moment in your turn. The other cards get flipped over and shuffled, and then you get to randomly pick one, say this, and then I go, oh look, that is my flyer, or my skimmer. So I would be able to activate the skimmer. And you go back and forth like this, unit per unit, essentially as you try and vie for position on the battlefield. So there's a lot of strategy, even at the beginning of every turn, just trying to figure out and outwit your opponent.
And if I can interject something, this deck is actually built because you can see he has 3 Luke Skywalker cards. So you actually design your deck of 7 cards before you play the game. If I had Leia in here, I could give Leia 3. Now, if I had Leia and Luke, I could change them up. So these are generic cards for an army, and then there's 3 cards for each specific character. So depending on the characters, you can design. The only stipulation is you can only have 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, and the standing orders thrown in. So as more and more products become available, Han Solo, Luke, Leia, then you can customize your deck and customize your game the way you want to play it.
Even, I'm excited for when Boba Fett gets released.
Boba Fett's in the second wave.
Oh my goodness, Boba Fett. Okay, so we're going to do our standing orders and we will return. Okay, so I've picked my card. Vince has picked his card and flip.
Standing orders.
Assault. So mine is at 3, which means I get to activate first.
Mine's at 4.
He's at 4.
And I can command 1 unit and he can command 3 units.
Okay.
So what that means is you take your character and up to 3 range bands, you can give up to 3 units, in his case, and 1 unit in my case, an order. Now, all that means is, say for example, I can only give 1, so I'm going to give it to that Stormtrooper unit.
Okay.
When I get to activate, I get to activate 1 unit. I can say, I'm going to activate this Stormtrooper unit, or I can randomly pick one of these that are turned down. Now, there are 4 Stormtrooper units on the table, so if I wanted to order, I've got a 3 in chance of picking a Stormtrooper. But say I pick, okay, I actually picked Luke Skywalker or Vader. I have to move Vader.
Yeah.
But the idea of giving an order is when you want to move that,
them.
I can activate it.
Perfect. So, as you can see, Luke Skywalker's here. I have to pick 3 units because that's what I chose. I chose Assault, but it means I cannot use it for the rest of the game. And I get to order 3 units to activate when I want. Now, this unit is too far away for me to order it, so it won't be able to activate it until I draw it on the stack. But it also means that there's an upgrade card that I could get, but it doesn't have it. So, I'm going to order this little guy here, because I want him to activate as quickly as possible. There's a big AT-ST standing right in front of him. I'm going to activate this unit here, and I want to activate this unit here as well.
And I only get to pick 1, and I want Vader to move when I want him to move because he is a god.
Okay, perfect. We will be back after the first turn. Okay, guys, so it is now the start of my turn. Because I had the lower pip, it means I get to essentially pick a unit to move an order first. Now, I've ordered these 3 units, and I can either choose one of them because I ordered them, or I can go to my randomized stack right now and pick one to do. Now, each unit has a movement distance, and each unit can do 2 essentially actions every turn.
Yes, the only action you can do twice is move. Every other action, fight, aim, dodge, can only be done once. So you cannot do 2 attack actions. But you could do 2 move actions, or you could do a move and attack, or attack and move. Your choice.
So here you can see I'm within range of that AT-ST if I move him. So because he's got a last cannon, I want to try and get some damage on the AT-ST quickly. I'm going to activate him. Okay, which means that I flip this over to show that that he's activated.
And your first action is probably going to be a move.
It is. It's going to be a move. So, okay, so the way that works, they have a little groove. You put the groove on there.
And then you can change it like that. And you don't have to move the full distance.
No. So I'm going to move, and I'm going to essentially move him a little bit just back here, just in range here. Perfect. Now, it is a front arc firing weapon, so I want to make sure he's in my front arc. But like that, I've made sure that he is within range. And that was one action, and with the second action, I'm going to fire with him, which means that he has a ATRT laser cannon.
And he has 3 weapons on him. He has a close combat weapon, he has a weapon that's carried by the driver, and he has another weapon. You're allowed to shoot 1 weapon in a turn unless you have a special ability. The advantage of the blaster is it can be shot in 360 degrees, where this can only be front arc.
Perfect. So I look and I get 1 red attack dice and 2 black attack dice, which means that those are what I'm going to... and it has impact 3. Now that's important when shooting against armor.
Yes.
Okay, so I have 1 red dice and 2 black dice, and I'm firing into the AT. Okay, so this is a critical hit, which means that will...
Critical hits ignore cover, and if you have armor, and the ATST has armor, the RTs have armor, and the flyer has armor. If you have armor, critical hits are the only thing that can damage it. Impact will change regular hits up into critical hits. So he has 1 hit on me.
So that's a critical, which will do a damage.
And I get a defense. So I look at my ATST, and you can see there it says I have a white defense, and if I roll a surge, I also get a defense. So basically, with a white dice, I have a 1 in 6 chance, and the surge gives me a 2 in 6. So I have basically a 5-up save.
That's right.
So I'm going to roll the die.
I've done 1 damage.
And I rolled a blank, which means I will take 1 damage. Now, if you look at the ATST, he can take 11 damage before he's destroyed, but at 8 damage, something bad happens. It could be things like he could be immobilized.
Blowing up a gun or something.
Yes.
So the ATRT has fired. If these would have been hits, then I have a special rule on the laser cannon that they could have been, I could have changed them to criticals to do more damage, but he only hit with the 1 shot. Okay, so with that, I have activated 1 unit. Vince can now either activate Darth Vader, which he ordered, or he can draw from the pile, and essentially we're going to go back and forth with each unit as we go. And he picks from the pile.
And I pick a trooper unit.
He picked a trooper. Now, it is important to note, he picked a trooper. It's a generic thing. So he can pick any of his 3 trooper units that he has not ordered. Any of the trooper units can be picked.
So I am going to pick my trooper unit down here, and I'm going to move my commander up. So my first action is to go there, and then I'm going to spend my second action to pick up the objective on that trooper unit. Now, when you move, you only ever move the commander, and then every other guy in the unit has to be within 1 range band of the commander. So it makes movement very simple. So I'm just going to move these guys up to here within 1 range band. And that's my turn. And I place that down to show that unit has activated for this turn.
Okay, so now in my turn, I can either pick another unit or go for one of these. So I'm going to randomly pick one of these, and I'm going to go for, that is another trooper unit. So it could either be this unit, that unit, or this unit back here. Now, these guys are relatively well hidden, but I want to try and get these guys up into, oh no, I don't, I picked one of these. I'm going to activate them, and they are going to essentially move up and potentially fire into those stormtroopers. So what I did is I moved them up, and I picked an opportune action. So if he does anything, an action within 2 range bands of me, I get to essentially jump on him. It's like an Overwatch, which means that if he moves up and tries to take that objective, I will more than likely be able to shoot him.
Now, all measuring in this game is done from commander to commander. So he would do it, so that's his range band here. So as long as my commander does that, because I might have a trooper up here, doesn't make any difference. They're not in range unless the commander is in range.
Yeah, so the unit commanders are very important in this game, and they never die. They're like the last model to die, essentially, in the game itself. Okay then, guys, let's move on. He's activated that unit.
Actually, nope. I can't.
He activated the speeders.
Speeders.
The speeders are the ones that activate. Okay, so Vince is going to activate his speeder bikes. Now, speeder bikes are like a they're a faster moving unit. So before they start their move, they have to move forward, right?
Yes, they have to move a speed 3, which is a completely free action, but they have to do it. So they can't just stand there and keep shooting because they're zipping along at speed. So I move the commander only, and then my other one just moves basically facing the same direction anywhere within 1 move, and he's going to move to there. So now I actually get my turn because that's a free move. So I've got 2 actions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim and shoot at his infantry in the open. All right? So what I get to do, I get 1 red, 1 black, 1 white per vehicle. And I have 2. So I get to roll this. And because I aim, I get to re-roll 2 dice. Now, stormtroopers are the greatest shots in the galaxy, as everybody knows. So they have something called precision. When they aim, they actually get to re-roll 3 dice. Rebel troopers, likewise, have something called dodge. When they pick a dodge token, which automatically... it's...
Nimble.
Nimble. Which means when they pick a dodge token, you can spend a dodge token to reduce a hit. Because they're nimble, when they spend it, they get it back again. So I'm going to shoot at these troops in the open, and I'm going to get to roll my dice. So I rolled... whatever that is. So I rolled a whole bunch of good stuff. Now, this is a surge, and on surges, I get a hit. So that actually counts as a hit. And I get to re-roll up to 2 die. Well, I only have 1, which is also a critical. So this is really bad for him. So I've got 4 criticals and 2 hits. He has no cover. Light cover would take 1 hit off. Heavy cover would take 2 hits off. Now, because he got hit by anything, he takes a suppression token. And that's before anything happens. And he has to make 6 saves. So he's going to roll 6 white dice.
So I'm going to roll these dice here. Now, they do, on a surge for defense, it counts as a defense. So they essentially have 5 up saves. Oh my goodness, poor little rebel troopers. Oh, that's not good.
So he saved 1, so I just basically wiped out that entire unit. Yay, speeder bikes!
They are dead. Now, it's important to note that this token doesn't get discarded. It still is part of the tokens.
Till the end of the turn, in which case it's discarded. Because that was one, it actually is discarded right now.
Okay, so now I get to go again, and I'm going to draw from the pile. Boop. Oh, I get to move my other little guy over here. So I'm probably going to move him up and then probably shoot at those bikers. Try and get some damage off on them as well. Rotary cannon. Okay, so I moved him up, and now he's going to use his rotary cannon to fire on those speeder bikes. I get 5 black dice. Let's see.
My speeder bikes get cover 1 due to their speed, so 1 hit is automatically negated unless it's a critical.
Okay. So that is a critical, so that goes through his cover. The speed will negate this, so you get 2 that go through. Now, because it has, it doesn't have armor piercing.
And I don't have impact. I'm not armor.
Yeah, so it means that he's going to roll his 2 save dice to see if what happens.
And on a surge, I do get a defense. And I rolled nothing, so I take 2 wounds. Now, speeder bikes take 3 wounds before they die, so 1 speeder bike is hurting bad.
Cool, and as well, speeder bikes cannot be suppressed.
Only troops and characters or trooper units can be suppressed.
Right, so they're super fast, super nimble, and now it's Vince's turn again. Okay, so what's happening here is he shot the entire unit of troopers, aimed and shot here. He's going to re-roll 3 dice, right? And he right now has got 1 critical hit and 5 regular hits. Because I'm armored, that's great, but he's got impact 3.
So 3 hits switch to critical hits.
So 3 of those will affect my walker that is armored.
And these ping off the armor because I can't do anything about them.
Right, and then I get my defense, which is a white dice. So I get
4 white dice.
4 white dice. Let's see if I can make some more saves here. Oh, 1 save, so that's 3 damage on the walker, and he has 6 lives in total, or 6 damage, so he's taken 3. That means when he's taken 4, correct?
When he's taken 4,
Okay,
he has
perfect.
to make a damage roll.
So now, in my turn, I'm going to flip another one. I love this. This is so much fun. Another trooper unit. they're going to be the ones that continue to move up and move forward. So I'm going to move this trooper unit here, and essentially I'm going to move them into that ruin, and then they're probably going to shoot at the bikes. Got to try get rid of those damn bikes. I hate them so much. Okay, guys, and we've activated the ATST, and he's going to unload his full complement of firepower into
his RT.
Into the
Or I
ATRT.
could shoot at Luke. You know what?
He's going to shoot at Luke.
I feel lucky. I'm going to unload into Luke.
He's just going to shoot everything he can into Luke.
So, this could be bad for Luke.
That's
I get
awesome.
6 red die, 2 black, and 2 white.
Ouch. That's a lot of firepower off of that little thing. It is almost 200 points, which is...
It's actually more than... It's about 60 points more than Luke.
That is cool. 220 points. That's a quarter of the entire Stormtrooper army.
Vader is actually the most expensive. In a straight-up fight between Vader and Luke, Luke would usually...
Vader wins every time.
Pretty well every time, yes. So I'm going to roll all these dice. Right. And oh my god, this is not good for
awesome.
Poor Luke. So I don't get surges in this, so they don't count, which is actually not as bad
It's 4.
as it was. So there's 4 hits onto Luke.
Okay, 4 hits onto Luke. I can't tap him right now, correct, for the dodge?
No,
No,
it has
okay.
to be in your turn.
And
So you get
Luke
4
gets
red defensive
Red
die.
defense dice. So Luke is better at defending.
50-50 chance.
You know, 4.
Oh, that's 4 hits.
Right. So Luke, and he also has surges, I believe.
No.
No, just on the attack. Okay.
On attack, yes.
Okay, let's see here, Luke. Hiya, if he had a dodge token, it would be easy for him to dodge. But Luke takes 3 damage as the ST just blows him up. So 3 damage on Luke. And now I get to activate another one of my units. I have 2 left. He has 2 left as well, and Vader. Okay, so one of my units. Luke Skywalker now gets to activate. Look at him go. He's so excited.
Now Luke has something called jump. Normally, if you move over anything that's over half your height, you have to move down a range band. But one of Luke's abilities is jump. He can actually jump up to that height onto something higher or over something like that.
Yeah, it's Jedi jump, which is really cool. Now, he does have a blast pistol, so it is a 2-range blast pistol, and it does have pierce and things like that, so we're going to try and continue to knock out these bikes. So he can move too, so I'm essentially just going to move Luke into the heavy cover here, and that should be enough to get Luke in range, 2 range bands. So, Luke's pistol has 2 red dice. Ooh, a red attack dice.
And he has something called pierce, which means he has pierce 2, which means the first 2 hits go through regardless. I don't even get to roll dice.
Exactly, and he also has impact 2 as well.
I'm not armored.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so Luke, shoot down a biker, hopefully. And
it's a critical hit. Now, I normally have cover 1, which stops 1 hit, but critical hits go through cover, so that's automatically a hit. I do not get to make any defenses because he has pierce, so one of my bikers die.
Hooray! I knocked a bike out with 1 shot from Luke, and then Luke has been activated. On to the Imperial Turn.
All right, so I have another trooper unit.
Aha, the last one to activate. Oh no, you still have 2, that one.
I still have 2 units left.
Cool.
So this trooper unit is going to activate. He's going to move, the leader's going to move into the building here, and his little buddies
Gonna come hang out.
are going to hang out with him. And I'm within 2, so I'm just going to put these out here. And
Okay, so he's activated the troopers, and they're now firing into the ATRT with the Gatling cannon, trying to do some
no
damage.
Gatling cannon, just straight to
No,
troopers.
that guy has a
Oh,
Gatling
yes,
cannon.
yes, he does.
The troopers are just trying to shoot, looking for criticals to do some damage through the heavy armor of the AT.
And I got a critical!
You got 1 critical.
So you get 1 defense.
I do. I don't defend on surges, but hopefully I can make a roll. No.
So we now have hit his threshold. So he now has to take a damage marker. So I roll a red defense dice, and depending on what I get, he's going to get a problem. So he has a shield. So a shield means that it is damaged. So on his turn, whenever he activates, he's got to roll a white die. If it's a blank, he only gets one action for that turn instead of two.
Cool. So I still have a gun, and he's got 2 wounds left. He's hurt, and he can only potentially do 1 action a turn. Okay, so now I have 1 token left randomized, which is my flyer, or I have the trooper unit over here. So I'm going to go ahead and activate my flyer.
Oh, you've got to pick. You don't know it's going to be the flyer.
Oh, well, oh my goodness, it's the flyer. Okay, Speeder, let's see what we do. Okay, because this, the skimmer, the speeder, has a minimum move. He moved up his minimum range. Now I'm going to aim and fire into the stormtrooper unit that took the objective as well.
Now, because 3 of my guys are in cover and more than 50% of my unit is in cover, I do gain cover for it. And he's well within range. He's only 2 range to my leader.
I need 3 red dice and 3 black dice.
What have you got?
I've got, so you need 1 more red and 2 more blacks. Okay, perfect. So these are the dice from the 2 cannons up front, and it does have impact 3, so I can change 3.
You still have 2 actions, so you can aim and shoot, or you can shoot and you could move again if you wish.
Yeah, I'm going to aim and shoot.
Okay. So he gets to reroll 2 of those die.
Okay, now it would be better to reroll the reds because there's better chances on there.
Depends on what you hit.
Okay. So, do surges give me better guns? No, defense surge. So, I have just 3 hits here.
So you get to roll 2 dice, so you're better off to roll 2 red die.
I can reroll surge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did nothing. So I get to reroll 2 of these dice. And sadly, they're not armor, so I don't get to change those to criticals.
So,
but I get 4 hits in total.
And I have heavy cover, so 2 hits are negated. So 2 hits go through. I'm automatically suppressed because I took any damage at all. Actually, I got hit. And I get... Now, stormtroopers have powered armor, which apparently works good against bullets, but doesn't work against sticks if you've seen Rogue One. So I'm going to roll. I got a 50-50 chance, and I actually saved 1. Once trooper dies an ignoble death.
Okay, perfect.
And I can take any trooper I want, except for the commander, who's the last guy, so I've taken my trooper.
Okay, and he is activated, so now Vince can either activate Darth Vader, or that unit of stormtroopers.
I'm going to activate I'm going to take a random pick, and oh, it's the stormtroopers. So the stormtroopers are going to move, and these stormtroopers feel frisky, so they're just going to run up the table at supersonic speeds.
They're just moving twice. They want to go quickly for the objective marker here. At the end of the game, it is the objectives that matter after all. And now, in my turn, I have 1 unit left to activate, and that is this unit of troopers. Okay, so I moved them up, suppressed that unit of stormtroopers, and killed a model as I rolled terribly with 11 to hit dice, which was nasty. And now Vader gets to move.
Now Vader is really powerful, but he's slow as hell. So Vader's going to move 1 move to here for his first move. His second move is going to be to there, but he has something called he has Relentless, which means after moving, he can do a free attack. Now, he doesn't have a ranged weapon, but he has his trusty lightsaber that he can throw up to 2 range. So he's going to toss his lightsaber, and am I in range of poor Luke?
I believe.
I am not.
It's close.
So
that was damn close.
It's close, but no cigar, so he does not get to shoot.
Okay, so now it's the end of turn 1. Now we reset, so we take off all of the counters that are from all the units, because we'll have to reactivate them.
Now, suppression. When you activate your unit, you roll a white die for every suppression counter you have on that unit.
It's the end of the phase, right? So
and if you get a surge, so you have a 2 in 6 chance of getting rid of each suppression. But at the end of every turn in the end phase, 1 suppression is automatically taken off of every unit. So you go into the next game fresh, unless you took more than 1 suppression.
Exactly. Okay, so we're looking at going into turn 2. And once again, we look at our cards and we figure out what we want to do. So Darth Vader has activated Implacable. So you activate Darth Vader, and he's got 1 pip, and I activated... Oh, that's not the right one. Wah. This is the right one over here.
You notice,
okay. Whoops.
He's changing things.
My ally is the Force. I activate 2 troopers, and whenever whenever a friendly troop unit is issued an order, it gains 1 dodge token. So I'm gonna issue an order to 2 of my trooper units, which can be Luke, correct?
No, trooper units are... yes.
Yeah, he is a trooper.
He is a trooper.
Okay. So I'm gonna be giving Luke a dodge token because he is a trooper, and I want to get him dodged so he can deflect stuff back, and that gives him a dodge token. And I'm also going to be issuing an order to these troopers over here, and that will give them a dodge token.
Did you take my card?
Okay, so he has to order Darth Vader. I've ordered Luke and these rebels. They've each gained a dodge token, which is quite helpful. And Darth Vader's special order is you can take a wound on him and essentially reshuffle his little token into the deck again, so he could potentially get 2 full activations this round. It's definitely a very, very powerful card when Darth Vader gets stuck into the middle of a fight as well. So because his pip was 1, I had a 2 pip one, he gets to activate first. So are you going to activate Darth Vader first?
I am going to activate Darth Vader.
Okay.
So Darth Vader is someone called Master of the Force. At the end of every turn, normally you have to do a recover action. If you do a recover action...
So Darth Vader can get a free action, free recover action.
A free recover,
right.
one force power at the end of every turn. Because normally you can do a recover action, and a recover action recovers all of your things. For example, my heavy weapon missile launcher has to do a recover action so he can load it. But Vader can automatically recover 1 force power at the end of every turn. So I'm going to pick Force Reflexes, which gives him an automatic dodge token. Which means if somebody shoots at me, I can negate 1 hit, and any surges not only stop the hit, but bounce it back on the attacking unit. Awesome. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's excited because he's going to shoot lasers back at me if I shoot him.
Well, the thing about it is Luke has a dodge token, which means he can bounce them back on me too, which isn't so exciting for me. But that's okay because I'm Darth Vader. So Darth Vader is going to move 1 move to there. Then he's going to move a... Oh. I'm going to actually measure range, because you can measure range at any time here, and I'm still out of range. So he's going to actually move into cover here, and he's going to throw his lightsaber at the RT. So normally I get 6 red dice to attack with my lightsaber, but in this case I'm going to get 3 red dice because he's throwing it. So the lightsaber throw says I can choose 1 of my melee weapons and perform an attack at range 1 or 2 using half the dice. So I'm going to roll 3 red die, in which case I got 3 hits, and Darth Vader has pierce 3, which means, and he has impact 3, so the impact, these turn to critical hits against armor, and the critical hits cannot be defended against, which means he dies. But I just shattered his poor RT.
Oh no, it's dead.
And I'm going to spend 1 wound on Vader. He's going to take the wound for the team to shuffle my thing back into the mix.
Fabulous, fabulous. And now, after all that, Darth Vader shooting his lightsaber, killing one of my AT-RTs, now I get to go. Okay, so I decided to randomly draw, and I got my speeder. So he does have to move a minimum of 3 first. So I'm just going to kind of move him up a little bit here, like that. So just kind of...
So he'll basically sit up here.
Yeah, he ignores terrain that's up to 2 height, which so he just pretends that it's not there. And then he can either move and shoot, or he can... aim and shoot. So I'm going to move him again over here. And then he's going to fire his lasers into the ATST. And he's going to fire his rear cannon into that unit back there. Okay, so I did suppress that, but he saved. And I put 2 wounds through the armor, so he is down to 9 wounds left. Or 8 wounds left, sorry.
8 wounds.
Okay, so now on to the Imperial Turn.
The good guys.
And
it's
the
a trooper unit. All right, so I'm going to move this trooper unit because his trooper unit is really bugging me. And I'm going to move that trooper unit. So the leader, because he's going through cover, he's going to move to here. And the other 2 troopers have to move within 1 space of him, there and there. That's the first action. The second action will be to go into Overwatch or reaction. So I'm going to pick a reaction in case he does something in my line of sight.
Okay, perfect. That's from the commander, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, well, anyone. If I can shoot at you, then the commander might not be able to shoot. You still measure ranges.
Okay. Awesome. So now I get to go. I'm going to once again draw from my random stack, and I get a trooper unit. So let's see what I can do with these troopers.
My turn.
Okay, so I activated this unit. They aimed and fired into the biker and put 3 hits on there, and then he saved 2 of them, so it only took 1 wound. And you activate another...
So my troopers.
Trooper, another
I'm
trooper
going to use this troop unit.
Okay.
The leader is going to just move up to the barricade here.
Very cool.
And his troops are going to move up.
They're moving into some heavy cover here.
They're moving into cover. And I'm going to shoot into this unit here because I want to suppress them.
Very cool.
So I get 5 white die. And you have them all. I'll take 5 whites, please. Thank you.
No problem.
And I got 1, 2 hits. But he's in heavy cover, so no hits, but they're suppressed, which is what I was aiming for.
Perfect. So you just got just basically reduces the amount of actions they can take unless I can roll away for the suppressed. So on my turn, I'm going to pick another one of these. Bloop. I can activate my AT-RT, and he's going to open up onto the biker over there. Yeah, this little biker right here.
So you're going to aim and shoot.
Yes.
Yes, you're within the arc.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. Okay, the AT-RT opened up into the last speeder, and I did kill him. I'm so excited. Got 2 hits through. He failed to both of his saves. I killed something. No more speeders. Okay.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
And the Empire gets to get another dice.
All right, then.
Or
well,
another token.
I have another trooper unit.
Another trooper unit.
So I think I'm going to activate these troopers.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to activate these troopers down here.
Okay.
Now, they have a suppression on them, so I have to roll a white die. On a blank, the suppression stays. On anything else, it goes away. And I rolled a go away. So it goes away, which means they actually have 2 actions now.
So they kind of rally before they get to go here, which is
Now,
awesome.
Because I have the objective and I don't want to lose it, I am actually going to move into cover here.
He's basically taking a harder to move into cover.
Now, normally, vehicles block line of sight, but flyers do not. So you can actually shoot over flyers or under flyers because obviously they're flying.
Yes.
So I'm going to take my shot and I'm going to check to see if I'm in range to shoot at his troopers. And again, you have to measure from leader to leader.
Is it 3 or 4?
It's 3 range bands. So I'm out of range.
Correct.
My leader to his leader is out of range. So in that case, I will go into Overwatch.
She really wants to pin my guys in place back here. And they have the objective as well. Okay, now we're moving on to my turn, and I am going to activate a trooper unit.
Actually, hold on a second. Sorry. My last cannon actually has a range of 4. But the regular troopers don't. So I'm actually going to change that. I'm going to fire 6 dice. The reason is because it only has range 2 for Overwatch, chances are he's not going to come within range 2, and I want to put a suppression on him. Can I have that white die over there, please? So I just get the 6 white die. I do not get... And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So that was actually worth it.
That was definitely worth it.
So he automatically takes suppression.
I do.
He's in heavy cover because it goes over heavy cover,
Now,
so 2 hits are taken off.
Now, so heavy cover is 2 hits.
And he has a dodge which is another hit off.
Expend, but because I'm nimble, they essentially regain their dodge.
Yes, and you have to make 2 saves.
That's by special. So then I get to do 2 saves, but I also save on surges. And
one guy
one
dies.
saved, and one guy is no more. Oh, poor little rebel trooper. Okay, and now I did activate a trooper unit. So I'm going to try and activate... so nothing... Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm going to try and activate this unit over... Oh, no, they've already taken order. So
No, they haven't.
They took an order.
Oh, yeah, you can give it, yes.
So,
you have
but
to
I
roll
drew,
those.
so
Yes.
they're going to go. Okay. So what I did is I activated them. They shot, suppressed, and didn't kill anyone in that unit.
I made my saves.
Yeah, you made it saves. Then you drew from your random. You drew the speeder bikes, but they're no longer. So you put it aside because they died. You get to redraw, and you're redrawing Darth. Oh no,
Nope.
the AT.
The AT.
ST. AT-ST.
So my AT-ST is going to aim and shoot its big guns into that, and it's going to fire its blasters into that because they're in the open.
Yes.
So, because I'm doing separate shots, I have to go into the into that one first, which is 2 red, 2 black, and 2 white.
That's into my ATRT.
That's into your ATRT.
Fantastic. Laser blaster shots, laser cannon shots into my small...
And, oh my... Okay, so that's actually pretty good. That's a miss. So, he doesn't have cover, and I have impact 3, so these all go into critical, so I've got 5 hits on him.
5, and no pierce on him, correct?
No pierce. No,
No
only
pierce.
lightsabers have
I need
pierce.
1 more. So I need 5 saves. Uh-oh, poor little guy. Let's see if he can make some saves here. He makes 1, takes,
So he takes 4
damage.
And he took damage from before, didn't he?
No, he hadn't. So with 4 damage, that means I have to roll...
Didn't I fire like a
No,
crap?
you shot.
Oh, I fired to Luke.
Yeah, and then a surge on the defense dice, which might do some
A
damage.
surge on the defense
on
dice
him.
means I get to choose a weapon destroyed. The result of the defense dice surge is a weapon destroyed.
Weapon destroyed.
Okay, no, the player equal to that player rolls and stuff as one. Yeah, so I choose the las cannon.
All right, so now he only has his blaster and his grappling hook, or his little feet, stompy feet. Okay.
Now I get to fire into the troopers with my second weapon because I also have Arsenal too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to shoot 1 red, 1 black, 1 white into the troopers. And I actually get to re-roll misses. Oh, I shoot back in, never mind, because I aimed. And that's 2 hits. So 2 hits.
2 hits. I have a dodge, which negates 1.
1 hit. Yep. So
And
you do
I
take
get-
another
I get another suppression,
suppression.
and I roll defense. Nope, so 1 trooper is dead. Okay, so now it's my turn again. Now they regain their dodge. I know that this token is the other ATRT, so I'm going to put that aside. And now it's I have Luke and the troopers left to activate. Now I know Darth Vader still has to activate again, and those troopers back there. So I'm going to...
Your RT. Oh, it's useless.
Okay, so Luke Skywalker's moved up and he's shot like crazy. Did 2 damage on the AT-ST, and Darth Vader's moved up behind the barrels essentially, and he might throw his lightsaber at the poor guy over here.
Which I will.
Yeah, because he's only got 2 wounds left.
And there's 2 wounds with Pierce. He dies.
Okay, so he's dead. Bloop. Oh no! Darth Vader lightsaber, quite nasty, to say the least. When he gets nice and close to the enemy.
And you don't have anything left, do you?
Yes, I
Yes,
do.
you do.
Just
Okay.
this unit right here. Now, they have 2 suppression tokens on them. So I roll 2 dice. 1
2
for
white
each
die,
suppression token. See if they unsuppress. I
One is unsuppressed.
negate one. That means they do one action.
Now,
which-
the other thing is, if you look on the trooper cards, there's a yellow number. The yellow number says that if you have double that number of suppressions, you panic. Now, if you're within 3 of your leader, you can use your leaders, which is Luke. So basically, as long as Luke's alive and within 3, you'd need 6 suppressions before you panic. So that is just something that can add later.
When you panic, it forces you to
You
run
have to
away.
make them 2 move directly towards the closest table edge.
Okay, so this unit here will open fire, and they're going to shoot into the 80.
Okay. So you
80
get
ST.
6 white die and 3 black die.
Okay, I'm looking for some criticals here.
Critical's the only thing that you can hurt.
I need to try and do some damage.
And the other white die, I think you already have.
So I have 6 of these white dice.
And 3 black
And
die.
3 black dice. Okay, boys. For the Senate, or whatever. Okay, so that's
2 crits.
2 criticals that go through. These will do nothing.
And I get 2 saves.
Cool. 2 saves because I don't have Pierce.
And I save 1.
1 save.
1. So I take another wound. I'm up to 6 wounds.
6, which means he has 5 left. Okay, and I've lost my anti-tank firepower. So we're moving. So that's it for the turn?
No,
Oh,
I
no,
still
you still
have
have that 1 unit back
1
there.
unit, which is these guys back
Yeah.
here. And they are going to... He's going to move to there
Mm-hmm.
and pick up
The objective.
the objective. And these troops, now, as long as they're within 1, which is okay, so they're all going to sit in cover over here, which at least gives me cover. So my leader is running out to the center using his heroicness
While everybody takes cover.
while everybody else takes cover.
He's like, hold on, I'm going to go grab the objective from the middle of the road,
And that is
boys.
the last move.
Okay. And that is the end of turn 2. So now we reset. The 1 suppression token is lost from every unit.
And
All dodge tokens also get removed. And we move on to the next turn.
And-
as well as the little token there. Okay, perfect. So now it's back to cards. Okay, so I picked Son of Skywalker, which is 1, and he picked Ambush, which is 1. It's a tie. That's right. Okay, so Vince, explain how this works.
So what happens is, normally the turn marker is flipped back and forwards to the
So
players.
it's turn 3, so you had it turn 1, I would have had it turn 3.
So it's back to
You
me.
have it turn 3.
So I roll a die,
Yeah.
and on a shield, I go first, and on anything else, he goes first. So I got a 50-50 chance, and I roll the shield, so I get to go first.
No!
Yes! Yes, sir!
Terrible!
Yes!
He ambushed me and Luke Skywalker.
And of course,
Oh no!
my AT, because it won't survive another turn, is going to...
Go first.
first.
Oh no! I was trying to like jump on him and just knock him
Yes,
down
you
with
were. I
some,
know
like-
what you were. Hopefully, I'll blow Luke away before he gets the chance to do anything.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
All right, so
Oh no!
I'm going to flip that, and I'm going to shoot into Luke with everything I got.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh,
Oh my goodness! I don't have a dodge on him or anything.
no. I have to do
Ooh,
this.
okay,
so I
Luke.
get 3 red, 3 black, and 3 white.
I believe in you, Luke. Vince's luck should run out at some point.
It should. And I'm going to aim as well, just to add insult to injury.
I love it.
To add insult to injury, I'm going to
Okay,
aim as well.
everything is firing into Luke.
Actually, you know what?
Oh.
I think actually I'll move because my aiming kind of... Oh, no, I'm Imperial.
Yeah,
No,
you-
I still kind of... You know what? Yes, I'm going to aim as well.
Okay.
I want him dead.
Going to try.
All right, so that wasn't that great. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
Yeah.
And I'm going to re-roll the black die because they're the best to hit with. No, so I only got 4 hits on him.
4 hits and I get
4
red,
red
defense dice. Oh my goodness. Now, if 3 of them go through, I just need another red. If 3 of them go through, Luke is dead. Let's go, Luke Skywalker. Show the internet what you can do. Yeah!
Oh!
Yeah!
No!
I feel like I might activate Luke right now. Hooray! Okay, and he gets a free...
I think you get 2 attacks.
He gets a free attack after his first attack. Where's the movement? I just need his movement here. And he can jump, correct? So
Yes.
So he can do this. Can he attack after he moves and stuff?
He gets a charge attack. So yes, you could move to here for your first one.
Then move a second
and
time.
then move a second time.
Okay, perfect.
And you get 2 attacks.
I'm gonna move there. Oh, I'll actually kind of get him in cover there. Bloop. And then I'm going to attack once, and then because of my card, he's gonna get to attack a second time, which is really awesome. Oh, he was suppressed, I guess, so.
No. You have to have 3 tokens before you're suppressed. You have to equal your...
Okay, so Luke is not suppressed yet.
Well, you can roll a die to see if he gets...
He did, I picked it up quick, but I'll roll it again. No, so he doesn't lose it. Okay, and Luke Skywalker has his lightsaber, Anakin's lightsaber. I get 4 black dice.
I know you get more than that.
I get 6 black dice. Okay, 6 black dice over here. Any surges are criticals as well.
Yes.
And he has pierce and impact, a whole bunch of good stuff. So, that's
so those
4
are criticals, and those are hits.
Hits. Okay.
And that's it, because you didn't aim. So because of 4
that's 4
hits...
criticals, because of pierce.
Yes.
No, he just ignores your
No, he has
impact too. So he has impact.
So those are criticals. Those switch to criticals. That's 4 hits.
4
so I still get my 4 save. He's got pierce 2.
He has pierce 2. So 2.
No. So what happens is I roll 4 die.
Right.
And the first 2 defenses are failed.
Right.
So I still have to roll 4 die.
So he gets 4 armor saves, and I negate 2 of his successes.
So I did succeed twice, but 2 are
that.
negated. So I take 4 wounds, which puts me at 10. Means I'm still alive, but I do take a damage. So roll a red die to see what.
Okie dokie.
And I am. I think I'll lose a weapon on that.
Or something. But I get to attack again. So
you get to attack again.
If he survives, we'll see what happens. Because this is Luke. That was my card, son of Skywalker. And
I'm dead.
He's dead. Yay! Look at that.
Boom!
Look at that. Go Luke Skywalker, jumping on the AT-ST and blowing it sky high. There is still hope in the galaxy.
No, there's not.
On to the Imperial Turn.
Okay.
Okay, so after Luke's rampage, he also force reflex, so he's got a dodge on him because that's like a free action. And now this unit troop is activated. They've moved up in cover, shooting into here, and he's got one crit critical that ignores cover. Correct?
Yes.
But I'm suppressed. I could take a suppression token, and then they take a save, and one guy is going to die a horrible death. Okay, and now it's my turn. So I only have a couple of things left. I got these 4 left. I have no idea what they are. Oh no. Anyway, I'll pick one of these because I have no idea what fell down. Ha! A trooper. Okay. Let's see, and let's activate a trooper unit. I'm going to activate this unit here before they take too much suppression. Going to roll to see if they are unsuppressed. Nope, they are still suppressed. They can take 1 action this turn.
When you go over, you reduce your speed by 1, but you can never be less
They
than
fired
1.
into this stormtrooper unit, killed 1, and suppressed them. Vader is now activated, moved up. He's essentially going to murder all these poor
these guys
troopers.
Now basically do like the same as in 40k. They do.
They just kind of like a pilot.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. Okay, they're going to jump in, try fight Vader here. He gets his free attack or whatnot. Poor guys.
6 red die.
Oh no. 6 red dice against all these guys. Oh my goodness.
Oh. 5 dead.
Oh no.
Okay, no.
No, because it's Pierce.
It's Pierce 3.
So he kills 3. He negates my first
3 rolls.
Okay. So how many dice do you roll? 6?
I rolled. Hold on. I think one of them doesn't count.
He doesn't surge?
Vader does not surge.
Okay, so 5. Woo! That's right. Vader coming out.
Yeah.
And I successfully passed 2, but he has Pierce 3, so those 2 are negated, and he kills
I don't know how much
5 of them.
So don't sell them. Did I kill them all?
Okay, yeah, so Vader killed them all. Okay, so now I get to activate. I've got 3 activation tokens left. It's another trooper unit, which I only have 1 of. So that trooper unit is going to activate now. And I'm probably going to move and potentially shoot at this unit over here.
Oh, I'm dodging 2 because it's free.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Darth Vader just doesn't care. And these guys are completely screwed. Okay, let's see what I can do. Okay, so I activated them. They fired, they suppressed and killed one model thanks to the light cover they were in, and he did make another save. And now he's got 2 units of troopers he can activate, and he's activating this unit of troopers over here.
I'm gonna roll
to see if they get
suppression.
Non-suppressed. They are still suppressed.
So I will. They've gone, haven't they?
Yep. I had to get them go before you broke them.
There's no door there. Damn you. Damn you, no door.
Now, can a unit only ever hold one objective?
No, you can hold as many objectives as you can carry.
Really?
Yes.
So one per model?
Yes.
Cool.
No. The leader can carry as many objectives as he wants.
Cool.
Go to there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So they've activated. Essentially, I've got the flyer and then the trooper, but I have just the flyer left. So he's out here. I get to activate him. Okay, so my speeder activated, fired into here, killed 3 out of the 4. There's only the leader left alive. And I did shoot into here and suppress them. They didn't kill anybody, but I suppressed them with his front and back firing weapons.
So I have a trooper unit.
Okay, so you can activate the last trooper unit, and then we go back to cards.
And suppression stays
suppressed.
on.
Okay. But he has one objective here. He has one objective here. There's still 1, 2, 3
I'm
objectives
gonna fire into
left.
the back of your trooper. Into the back of your thing there.
The speeder?
Yes.
Okay.
So I get 2 red. I did make a mistake earlier. I'm used to playing Rebels, which is 6 white die. Technically, I only get 2 red die instead. We decided, because I didn't notice it until way after the fact, to leave it. So don't write down that I cheated, because yeah, I know I did.
With the big gun, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I get 4 white and 2 red, and I have impact 1 with this weapon.
Cool.
So I got a hit. I only got 1 shot because I'm suppressed. So the 1 hit switches. So he gets cover 1 automatically. So 1 hit goes to a critical from impact.
And
so he gets 1 save.
I have a white defense dice. And a surge is a defense. So he's fine.
safe.
Awesome. And now my turn.
Yes.
Trooper unit, but that's it. I'm done because I have nothing left. You've killed pretty much everything. So now the last trooper unit back here, they're suppressed. See if they unsuppress.
Yes. Are you done, right?
I'm done, yeah.
So they do not unsuppress.
So they're suppressed still.
So I will run away.
Flee! Essentially gonna run these guys away. Okay, so end of turn. He's just going to stay there, you know, because if he comes out to the open, I'm going to kill him. End of turn 3. Now we're on to turn 4. So 1 suppression token removed from everything. Dodge tokens removed from somebody like Darth Vader and Luke. And we essentially go back to cards as we get our dials all set up. But right now, it's looking pretty grim for the Rebels. Let's see if they can pull something out of their asses like Rebels tend to do in the movies. Okay, on to turn 4. Okay, so, Return of the Jedi versus Master of Evil.
On a shield, you get to go first.
Okay, it's my turn counter, so... I get to go first. So, it is the Return of the Jedi. So, I can order Luke Skywalker and 2 units. Because this unit is way far away and they don't have comms, then I can't order them.
And I get a free dodge token.
I get a free dodge token for Luke with my order as well. Ha-ha! Free dodge token for Luke. And I'm going to order the flyer Luke, of course, and this unit of troopers back here. And cool. Other than that, we're gonna move into the turn. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I might just charge Luke into that unit of troopers. Just murder everybody if I possibly can. I think that, yeah, so I'm gonna activate Luke Skywalker. He's just gonna run in and jump in and murder a bunch of stormtroopers. It's gonna be fun. Okay, we'll be right back.
With this troop unit.
Okay, so Luke charged in, killed 3 troopers, and he's just stuck in combat over there now. And now, what are you doing? Oh, you're gonna try and unsuppress him. He's still suppressed, so he gets 1 action. Ooh, because I put 2 suppression tokens on last turn, so he was only able to lose 1 this turn. Don't they use his suppression thingy for suppression? He's unlimited?
No, only for panic.
Oh, okay.
For suppression, it's your own.
So when Darth Vader's around, they never run away, essentially.
Yeah, so he's running into cover.
Okay, he wants to stay alive. I like it. Okay, so that's his order. Now, as you can see, I ordered those 3 units. That means I have 1 token left in my order pool, right? So if I activate it, I know exactly which one it is. So if I don't want to activate them just yet, I can just flip this over and I know that they are the ones that are going to be activated. Okay, so let's activate this Rebel Trooper in the backfield.
No.
Okay, so I activated that Rebel unit. They moved up, they fired, negating their heavy cover, and I've suppressed them, and I killed a model. So, hooray, and they're getting far away from Darth Vader as humanly possible. Okay, so we have that unit of troopers still to activate, that unit of troopers still to activate, Darth Vader, and the unit of troopers, the rocket launcher died because he didn't have time to reload it, so he just wants to get him dead. Okay.
You can only disengage on your turn.
So what happened here was the stormtroopers rolled and unsuppressed themselves, which is great. So then they were able to move up, and now they're going to use the second action to attack in combat. Now they're rolling black dice instead of white dice. So in combat, they're a little better to try and do some damage.
1, 2, 3 hits.
They got 3 hits in combat. Now, combat doesn't do suppression, correct? It doesn't create suppression. But I need to see if my uncanny rebels can hold on to the Imperial onslaught, and I lose 2 rebels in the process. Ooh, no. And they already activated, so they don't get to attack again this turn. Is that correct? Okay. Awesome. So now it's my turn, and because they're both ordered, I get to pick and choose the unit that I want to activate, and I'm going to activate the speeder, I believe.
My turn.
Okay, so I activated the speeder, moved up his free move, then I moved up again and kind of spun him. He shot his back gun at the trooper and killed the trooper. Shot at Darth Vader, did absolutely nothing. This was on the middle of the bridge there. Okay, so now he's got 2 trooper units to activate and Darth Vader.
Nope, there's 2. Oh, that's right, yeah.
No, yeah, because they.
So, trooper unit...
No, you did activate them. You shot at the... because you explained how the new gun didn't have anything. Yeah. And then these guys back.
So I've got Trooper and Vader.
Trooper and Vader.
No, Vader's gone. Oh yeah, Trooper and Vader, right.
Right.
So that Trooper unit hasn't gone yet, have they?
No. Neither has mine. Okay, so he activated this unit troopers. They move back, and they are essentially forewarned, overwatched, waiting for me to jump up so they can kind of react to me. So now I get my last activation, which would be this unit of troopers. And I believe that they're just going to try and move out of 2-inch range and shoot you. So we'll see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Vader's now moving up to the objective, and he's throwing his lightsaber. I did move these rebel troopers. They fired in and did suppress the unit, but heavy cover essentially negated most of the damage on that flank.
And he's picking up the...
and Vader is picking up the relic. I mean the objective here as well. Okay. He hit twice.
2 hits. This pings, so 1 critical, 1
crit. I just take
wound.
1 damage on the speeder. Okay, and with that, it is the end of the turn. So now we go back to cards, and it is turn 5. Okay, so it's turn 5 now. He picked push, so he activated 2 units, right? So Darth Vader and that unit of troopers. I ambushed and I ordered Luke Skywalker back there, so I have 3 dials. And I was, so basically I'm trying to get a trooper unit to activate so I can increase my odds, so I can get them the hell out of Dodge before they get slaughtered. So, okay, these have been randomized and I pick a trooper. Yes, okay, great. So they're gonna activate and they can move back and shoot, correct?
Nope. If you withdraw, you get to move 2. That's all you get to do for the whole turn.
So you just get to
Withdraw.
Really?
Close combat or withdraw. That's it.
And withdraw basic. Okay, so you don't get to shoot or do anything else.
Nope.
Or okay, cool.
Aim and attack, Luke.
Okay, so I aimed and attacked. I killed 1 trooper.
Yes.
Essentially, I've got three little attacks over there, and then he's aiming and attacking Luke over there with those troopers to kind of retaliate against me. And he's got 3 hits in there. Oof, oof, nasty, nasty. I get 3 red defense dice. Okay, Mr. Luke Skywalker. And
He dies.
he doesn't have defense surges, so he takes 3 and he's dead.
Well, that turned
Yeah.
very quickly.
That did. Oh no, Luke Skywalker! Why did? Apparently, he just gave himself up like like on Endor. He just gave himself up. He's like,
Wow.
"Oh, I'm here. Please take me to Darth Vader." Oh, come on, Luke Skywalker. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so now what's happened is that now that Luke's dead and he was the commander, now at the beginning of the next turn, Ridvan gets to pick 1 leader of a troop unit to be the new commander, and that's where the commander.
That's where the orders come from. Okay, so now it's either my speeder or a troop unit, and it's the other troop unit, so they're going to activate, and I'm going to have to get some stuff done here as we go into the final rounds, because his blaster is now completely fine for next turn. Uh-oh, I'm in a bit of trouble here.
Shoot, might as well.
Okay, so I activated them, they moved up, they fired into the troopers, suppressed them, but I only hit once with my 9 dice. He just plastered it with a little Gatler and did absolutely nothing.
So the
which
troopers
is
are going to
awesome.
shoot back
Troopers are
for
just
a
shooting.
hit and a critical, so 2 hits.
Oh no, and I'm not in cover there, which means that I just have my 2 saves, and I am suppressed. Oh, and they're fine. Look at that. I can make some saves. Hooray!
But they are suppressed.
They are suppressed now. And now I have my speeder going as well. Okay, so let's see what I can do with this speeder. I get my free move, and then I'm probably gonna have to use his free action to do a 360 spin, because I've got Wedge Antilles. He's flying my speeder, so I'm gonna move my speeder, and then that's the free move. And I'm going to spend Wedge Antilles. I can do that, and he gets a 360 up to 360 degree turn. So I'm gonna spin him on the spot, and he's gonna shoot an Vader.
Go ahead, make your day.
Yes, let's do it. Okay,
There you go.
maybe I can do some damage to Vader. We shall see. Ha-ya! 3 hits, and
Great.
I did aim because I got 2.
You can't aim.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Free
You
move?
free move. Then you did the
But
pivot,
isn't that
which is
isn't
turn.
that a
No,
free?
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
a free turn. It's
It's a free.
It's as a move.
ability as a move. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so-
So no aim, but I did get 3
Minus 1
shots.
dodge because I'm in cover.
Oh no! So 2.
Saved
I
1. Take a wound.
take a wound. So now Darth Vader starts with 8 wounds.
Yeah,
He has 6 left now,
6. Yes.
like Luke. Okay.
So my troopers are going to go,
Oh no!
and they are going to fight back, and they're going to aim and attack. So that's 4 black dice.
Come on, rebels! The rebels can do it. I know they can.
I need another black dice, please.
Hmm?
4 hits.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's only 3 rebels left in that unit. Hiya! 2 safe. 1.
So 1 dead. Oh, it's the
2
one
dead.
left.
Bloop.
Just the leader.
Bloop. Oh no! He's getting surrounded by Imperial troopers.
You don't have anything left, do you?
No, I don't.
Vader's going to go.
Oh no!
So Vader is going to move into cover for his first action and throw his lightsaber at
At the speeder.
at the speed.
Okay.
Because I can't melee him because he's flying above the battlefield.
He's immune. He's immune to melee. I like it.
Yes. And I got 3 hits, which turn. You have cover 1, so 1's negated, so 2 damage.
Because it's pierce, right?
Pierce 3, yes.
And impact 2? Yeah, impact 3, pierce 3. Is that right? Okay, so I just take 2 damage.
So you're up to 3.
So I can't stop it.
You cannot stop it.
Good old lightsabers being thrown at stuff.
And that's it. Last turn of the game.
Okay, on to turn at 6. And I only have 2 cards left here. So I'm going to pick this one. Okay, sir. Which one did you pick? I'm assuming it's not standing orders.
I have 3 cards left.
What? That's not possible.
Well, I have standing orders, right?
Yeah, so do I. But
You should have 2 cards left.
Yeah, I have 2.
But you haven't used standing orders.
That's what I mean.
I
should
did.
have-
So the first turn I used
right,
it, got
okay,
it back.
okay. Yeah, so that messed with the order of things.
Yes, and I don't know which card I didn't. Oh yes, I remember.
You've
It
used
was
all of
new
those.
ways to motivate. So I'm going to use.
Which one? No, you used
No, this one here. It means my troopers can suffer a free action. They can suffer a wound to get a free action.
Oh, cool. It's like my will be done. I like
Yes,
it.
so I'm gonna use
I'm
that.
using push. So
I get
you
to
have
roll
the
this
token,
time?
so you roll it.
Yes,
And
I
you
get to go first.
Okay, perfect.
So I get 2 trooper units, and
I get
Darth
2.
Vader
So
does
he would be
count.
my commander now.
Yes, okay.
But because I don't have
Doesn't make any difference.
comms with them. Doesn't matter. It just means I can. Actually, I could make him technically my leader, right? And then
Yes, you could.
I could make him, and then he would order this thing as well. Cool.
Yes.
So he's gonna order them too. Haha. Okay, perfect. And he's gonna die, and then I'll pick him.
Okay.
Okay, so Vader's gonna aim and throw his lightsaber
Yes,
because he might as well.
it won't hurt.
Yeah.
And 3 hits.
3 hits.
So-
1 gets negated for speed.
And
correct?
yes, so two more.
So I have
wounds.
5
which
in
means
total.
you've reached your threshold.
I have, which means you
So
get
I
to
roll a
roll to see
die.
what happens.
Blank.
Blank.
It's disabled. A unit cannot reverse. Must spend 2 actions to perform a move.
That's not including the free move.
That's not including the free
Okay.
move.
Okay, so I can just free move then, essentially. Cool. Okay, so my turn. I'm going to pick him. Why not? He's going to die a horrible death. So I might as well. And he's going to swing at those rebel troopers. Haha! 1 save for you, sir. Yes! I killed another one.
I'm going to go with these troopers down here.
Yeah.
Because it makes no difference at this point.
Nope.
So this trooper unit's going to shoot.
Yep.
Actually, this trooper unit shoot first because you're in the open.
Cool.
So 2 regular.
That's from last turn.
Yeah, the suppression should be gone. I'm going to aim and shoot.
Yep.
2 hits. So 2 saves.
Cool. Just
And
2
a
saves
suppression.
and a suppression. So suppression token. Woo! Blip. And 2 saves. 2 dead. No! Blap, blap. Oh no. And they're suppressed.
And it's your turn.
And it's my turn. So I'm going to activate them. Bloop. And they're just going to shoot into the 2 main unit.
Aiming.
No, because well, actually, can I aim?
Can you aim?
Nope,
No.
I cannot aim.
So 6 white.
I need 2 more whites,
And 1
please.
black.
And I have a black over here. Okay, let's see if my dice can be a little better than they have been. Hiya! Well, these 2 disappear
Indicated.
because of heavy cover,
And a crit.
that one goes through the cover. And nope, 1 dice.
No save. 1
Hooray!
save.
So you got 1 left in that unit. Well, it's not going to be enough because it's turn 6 now.
Okay, so in this situation, I'm going to go narny, narny, narnar, and I'm going to shoot. Now, troopers do not block line of sight from other troopers, so I'm just going to shoot right into you.
Yep.
So I get 2 red and 2 white, and I will aim.
Cool.
2 red, 2 white. Can I get a couple of white? Thank you. You will get heavy cover, though, because I am shooting through that. So hit, 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 hit.
So 2 go away.
Two go away for cover, so 2 more hits and another
Right,
suppression.
but you can technically reroll 2 of them, right? For the aim?
I don't want to.
Yeah, okay. So 2 for the cover, another suppression, and they die. Oh, dead. Leaving the objective out in the open. Okay, so they joined the dead pile. And once Luke was dead, that was pretty much it for that flank. And then I've got this thing now, and it can move. And then it's disabled, which means if I want to move again, that's both actions, right? Okay. So,
fly away.
Well, there's nothing else I can really do.
You can't shoot at anything unless you shoot at Vader.
Yeah, and there's I can only do like the
well,
back
no,
shoot.
you could go there and shoot the back.
Yeah, no, like this, because then he's still got the back.
Okay.
And then the front is 3 range,
By the way,
which is about here.
Yeah, he has his
dodge up. Okay, not that it matters at this point. He's just going to shoot the back gun. I need another black dice, please. 2 black dice.
It's actually not worth it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, but if I spend my dodge, I can actually damage you back.
Yeah, but
You can't hurt me.
He's got 2 wounds left. I've lost this game anyway. No, that's nothing. So 2.
2. All right. I will spend my dodge, because why not?
Cool.
And I will roll 1 defense die for a ping.
Okay, so nothing happens there. And then the last trooper unit.
Will have 3 black die.
Oh, maybe my little commander will survive.
I will aim.
Yes,
have
sir.
The black one. For 2 hits.
And an aim.
3 hits.
Oh, okay. 3
saves.
hits. Does he survive? No. Very, very dead. Okay, and with that, end of turn 3, we have 1
End of turn
objective.
5.
End of turn 6. Sorry, that was 6.
Yeah, that was 6.
Yeah, that was
yes.
6. So he has 1 objective. Vader has another objective. He has another objective. So that's 3 objectives, and there were 2 still left up here. And with the victory, we have the Imperial players.
The good guys finally won it.
Luke Skywalker handed himself into the proper authorities, and the rebellion is now over.
Luke, I am your father.
That's right. He
Search your feelings.
he says no and jumps off a cliff. So guys, this is Star Wars Legion, a really fun game. It's very interactive. You can really kind of build and paint the army that you want. The upgrade cards are what gets really interesting. So you can check it out. I'm gonna link down to Sir Games a lot so you can check out the store in Barrie, Ontario, Canada.
And we run demos every Saturday. If you want to, every Saturday and Thursday night. If you want to come in and play a game, just let me know, and I can set a game up for you, and we can play the whole thing. And what you saw today was the full game. This wasn't just a demo. This was 800-point full standard game.
Absolutely, and it only took us about an hour and a half, considering we were filming and stuff like that.
Yeah, 2 guys who know what they're doing can whip this out in an hour and a half.
Yeah, so that was really fun, guys. Let us know what you think down below. And this is Skari, your grateful host, signing off until next time. Skari out. It's an exclusive. We're playing the game.